Entre pa' que te enteres, este es el detalle. Si caliente está la cera, más caliente está la calle.
Mira, llegó el son cubano.
Hola mi gente and welcome back to the We Are Investing channel, a channel that is dedicated in investing and personal finance. On this video, we are going to go over 3 stocks that I think are a buy right now. I think all 3 of these stocks have great potential and they might be worth adding to your portfolio, or at least you should add them to your watch list. And of course, you should always do your own due diligence before entering into any position. So with that being said, before we proceed any further, please consider hitting that subscribe button, ringing that bell, and smashing that like button. Turn that baby blue. Goes a long way in helping the channel grow, and I really do appreciate it. And please be aware that this channel does have a Patreon where you get to follow the portfolio in real time. Whenever we open or close a new position, I post on the Patreon. Another benefit you get for joining the Patreon is you get access to a Discord server of around 300 members right now, but it is growing. And these members help each other out in finding new investments. And if you have questions regarding the stock market, maybe one of the members can help you out, if not myself. All right, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This week was a massive week. It's weeks like this where I really enjoy investing and trading in the stock market. The position this week alone is up $21,699. And we also had a stellar trade with money that I left in my Robinhood account. I left one trade open. I had long call options on GameStop. We turned $270 into over $21,000 in less than a year's time. This week, we are up over $40,000 if you combine those two things together. So crazy week for the stock market. The market right now is just a gift that keeps on giving. I definitely think right now is a great time to be investing or learning how to invest because we are in such a bull market. Now, the first stock that I want to talk about on the top 3 for this video is CCIV. We are up $5,289 on that position. Now, this stock is a SPAC, a special purpose acquisition company led by Michael Klein, who has taken other companies public through the SPAC vehicle. Now, this is traded on the New York Stock Exchange. The current share price is $18.36. In the last week alone, the stock is up 84.35%. And this is because there are rumors from reputable sources like Bloomberg that this is the SPAC that is going to take Lucid Motors public. And the stock has been running up because of those rumors. Now, the risk to reward ratio for this stock is favorable still, even with this run up, in my personal opinion. The reason why I believe that is the case is because the SPAC is led by Michael Klein. It has a lot of money in the SPAC. So I'm pretty confident that they're going to find a company to merge with, and that company could drum up some hype and the share price would be more than $10 a share. So the floor right now, I don't know where it's going to be, but around $13, $14 a share would be fair. So that is your downside here. And the way that the market has been reacting to this Lucid Motor news just off of these rumors, it's been reacting very positively. There's a lot of hype and a lot of FOMO for a company that deserves that kind of attention, in my personal opinion. So the upside here, I'm not going to give a price target because I don't know anything about the valuation and it's just rumors. But speculating off of how the market is reacting to this kind of news, I think the upside is phenomenal here. Could even hit $100 a share according to a lot of people on stock tweets, which I wouldn't put a bunch of weight into their opinions, but that just goes to show how much hype there really is for Lucid Motors. And that is why I think the risk to reward ratio is favorable for this stock. All right, the second stock on the list is Romeo Power. We have positions in all 3 of these, and we are up $965 for a total gain right now of 9.66%. Now, the reason why I opened up a position, and I think it's a top stock to buy right now, is because if we take a look at the charts, the 3-month chart, we can see that we are well below the prior highs, which was over $30 a share. And zooming in on the chart as well, there is bullish activity. We broke through a resistance and it looks like we're going to be setting higher lows and potentially higher highs as we gap up. Now, I don't know if that's what's going to happen, but that is what the technicals are indicating. That's a possibility here for RMO. Another thing that I like with Romeo Power is the short volume. If you take a look at this chart, we can see that the volumes are in the high 20s, low 30s for this stock, which is very high. And I'm curious to see what the short volume total is going to be when they release that data. They're supposed to release it in the 15th of each month. I don't know how long that data takes to get into sites like MarketBeat.com, Fintel, Finviz, but I expect that over the next couple days, we'll find out what the total short volume is. And I think it's going to be relatively high. So we could see a short squeeze for this stock. And some catalysts that I see for RMO is that if we take a look at their investor presentation for their financial overview, we can see that they are expecting a huge, I mean, ginormous increase in revenue year over year from 2020 to 2021. They are estimating 1,193% increase in revenue because of the contracts, the projects that they have in their backlog. And one of the contracts that they have is with Lion Electric. The current contract is worth $234 million, and it's going to be over a 5-year period. It's going to be for their class 6 to 8 urban trucks and all electric buses. And on top of that, after this contract was announced, Lion Electric also announced that they got a huge purchase order from Amazon for 2,500 vehicles. So that could stem up more work for Romeo Power and increase the top line of the company, increase the bottom line of the company, and excite investors and increase the share price. Combine that with the potential short squeeze here, I like the chances of this getting back to its prior highs, and the share price right now, if that was to happen, you would get a great return on your investment. Now, the last stock that we're going to be talking about on today's video is Ford. We have a position opened up in this stock, and I also have some leaps. Now, we are up 8.62% in this position for a total gain of $1,560. Now, if we take a look at the max chart, we can see that the stock was trading at over $34 a share, then took a dive, and in 08, 09, it really tanked, and it really hasn't rebounded. However, I think that this company is ready to rebound. There are a lot of catalysts coming up. The company is under new management. There's a new CEO, and I think the future looks bright for Ford. Combine that with the fact that this company right now has a market cap of $38.41 billion when EV companies that are barely selling any vehicles have market caps well above this value. That again indicates that there is upside potential for Ford. Now, some catalysts and tailwinds that could happen for Ford is they could reinstate their dividend and bring back dividend investors into a company that is also going to be dealing into the EV markets. This would be the only company in the EV sector that would be paying a dividend, including GM if they were also to reinstate their dividend. So that right there is a catalyst in its own, and I think it's likely that they will reinstate their dividend in 2021. You also have a new CEO in Jim Farley, who is very bullish on electric vehicles and is driving this company towards that because that is definitely the future for vehicles. Some other catalysts are that this summer, the Mach-E, the electric crossover SUV, is going to be hitting the markets. You also have in the pipeline the electric F-150, the electric transit van, and do not forget that Ford is one of the companies in the bidding for that huge USPS contract that would be replacing those old mail trucks that tend to catch on fire. That is a huge potential contract, and that would be money coming into Ford if they were to win the contract. Now, in my personal opinion, I think the Mach-E is going to surprise people. I think sales are going to be higher than expected. And the reason why I believe that is because from the videos that I've been watching, the reviews for the product, it's a good competitor to the Model Y. Now, if you were to say, do you want to buy a Tesla or a Ford Mach-E? You're going to pick a Tesla if the price is equal. However, the prices are not going to be equal because Ford can offer to its customers tax credits that Tesla can no longer offer. We're talking about $7,500 federally, and there are other tax incentives in certain states Tesla is probably eligible for those state ones, but that $7,500 federal one, Tesla can no longer offer. So right off the bat, this is going to be $7,500 cheaper if the prices are equivalent, which they seem to be. So I think people that are shopping for an electric vehicle are going to have a tough decision to make. Do they want to pay more for a Tesla? $7,500 more is a decent amount of money, or do they go with the Mach-E? And I think because of that, you're going to have more people buy the Mach-E than expected. And that is going to be good for Ford. And the fact that they are getting this vehicle out this summer is also really good for them because there's not a lot of other competition right now. So that, my friends, wraps it up for the top 3 picks. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about these 3 companies. If you plan to invest in them, if you are invested, let me know in the comments down below. I really love to hear from you guys. Now, if I was able to provide value, please consider returning the favor by hitting that subscribe button, ringing that bell, and smashing that like button. Do not forget about the Patreon page where you get access to a Discord server of over 300 members, and you get to follow the portfolio in real time because I post whenever I open or close a position on the Patreon. Down below in the video description, there are also links to a Facebook group and promotional links to Webull and Robinhood that will get you free stocks and also give me free stocks, and that helps the channel grow as well. But you know the deal. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. And this is We Are Investing, and together we are invincible. See ya.